The Goddess Manifesto. How do you get power in a male-driven world and keep your sanity by holding on to your feminine identity? Well, it's tough for starters. From cradle to grave, the majority of the societies on the planet are patriarchal. They teach you to worship the phallus and their malehood above anything else, without any reverence for your own femininity. Femininity that brought them into the world via the feminine portal. It's all a lie. Their rules, their false sense of self-esteem, not to mention the political and spiritual doctrines that rely on women's faithful service, but keep them down in the process to make sure they will always have low self-esteem and fear and worship men as sovereign idol gods. It is dangerous to have low self-esteem as a woman. With this low energy, men can detect this and often choose these women to emotionally and mentally abuse them. Sexual exploitation comes natural to them if they pick up on weak feminine scent. You're spirit bait for their demonic lust energy. A woman's spirit is never weaker than a man to start off. They brainwash and intimidate women to hand over their power to them, even it's on a subconscious level. I am not saying all men are bad and evil. I am saying that they have a twisted culture based on sadism and satanic torture to womankind. Perhaps their spiritual systems or interpretations are false. If there was any spiritual quality they received from any of the knowledge books, it must have escaped them when it came to their women. I mean, why do our men go out their way to damage and permanently scar us? They are creating a weak servitude race of women who can't lift a finger to help defend the home and children. It's been bred out of us for a reason. For how would they control us if we had full access to our feminine powers? We are the natural and rightful leaders of our planet. The Earth Goddess is a woman. So if woman born, you can tap into the Earth plane easily to access the cosmic stream of information to better help understand and save our world from the brink of dark conscious, chaotic energy. We naturally inherit this place. When we come into this 3D portal existence here, women are natural leaders on the planet. The Earth Mother is a feminine planet, dealing in passive feminine power flow. Women are natural adepts to the Earth energies and more connected to the higher planes of celestial existences. First order of business, though, it is to forgive all men in warfare between each other and women. If you can't bring yourself to understand that most men are taught wickedness as they reach young malehood and have virtually no real positive spiritual father figures to teach them how to correctly deal with women and not forsake their spiritual principles, well, you can try to understand the lack of higher hemispheres of consciousness they wrestle with. They have a tough break, really. As women, we need to get our game together and always defend ourselves from male abusers, no matter what form. It only makes you stronger and demands the male spirit to respect you and others like you. Especially if you have children, daughters and sons that need to understand their mommies. Sisters, aunts are not weak, but know how to fight back using our feminine powers. I'm going to read that one again, okay? Because this is important. As women, we need to get our game together and always defend ourselves from male abusers, no matter what form. It only makes you stronger and demands the male spirit to respect you and others like you, especially if you have children, daughters, and sons that need to understand their mommies, sisters, aunts are not weak, but know how to fight back using our feminine powers. Feminine powers are activated when you take things higher or connect to the earth energies for healing and advice. We must remember to be allowing and passive to the positive energies of our planet for real information. Workouts always takes care of our body. If you don't, then some male may use this as a reason to debase you and mistreat you. And never allow someone to talk down to you, male or woman. Know your words and speak your truth. Best if graceful, eloquent, not seeking violence, but conflict resolution. The confidence of soft feminine power is very powerful if not transforming. Mostly, your man is dumb, kind of, as a doorknob to the higher plane, and that it's your duty to teach him how to be spiritual. If he hisses and disrespects your faith or what you're trying to teach him, if you make your own money, well then drop him. Politely break up with him and in logical fashion read off the list of things that went wrong for you, that you're not ready to mend with him, and you need time to heal, for the relationship was unhealthy to your spiritual growth. So, keeping your body nurtured and healthy, keeping it nurtured with healthy foods and exercise is a small part but necessary. The most vital part is keeping your spirituality protected, nurtured, and strengthened. Don't let power-driven, frustrated male competitive energy bog you down to relinquish your faith so you could worship his false idol of a phallus that isn't right with the goddess nor God anyway. Trust in your woman's gut intuition. It will help you out. As a woman for power, just practice your spirituality daily. Keep the body in order. Learn martial arts where you feel comfortably aligned with your energies. And never let a man talk down to your spirit, especially if never provoked or intended. The best way to keep them in line is always to be able to generate some income for you. That way you won't feel helpless and always have a way to escape him if he becomes violent. And if he takes it there with you becoming violent, then like Pluto fashion for women everywhere, you must prepare yourself and take a stand. It's do or die here, and some men are dumb, even if violent. You can say delusional. Just pray to Jesus and face him. If you touch me ever again, or yell at me ever again, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but if you keep attacking me, I will find a way to take you down. You say as a warning, if you keep this up, I can call the cops on you, and also if you keep being foolish, I can poison your potatoes. No man wants to worry and distrust his food you give to him. You should see him back off quick. A true story, when I was in the hospital recuperating from a stressful life event, I met a woman there who was very high energy. I'm like, this chick is pretty cool. So I listened to her a lot, and then she dropped the bombshell on me and told me how she killed her fellow for physically abusing her. And no one caught her. I didn't catch her name, so don't be like, Joy, you're obstructing some justice here. But when she told me this, I believed her. I used my sixth sense intuitive psychic skills at the time, reserved for survival situations, and her energy screamed truthfulness. If you're clever and brave enough, you can get yourself out of any pickle. Personally, I don't believe in murder or violence to solve problems. I would have just called the cops if I were in her place, but then I thought when meditating, it's so easy for us to say what we would do if we were them. If you're ever beaten by someone you thought you loved, I'm sure it becomes a different story. Energy of betrayal and fear becomes your reality, and all these women probably can think about is how to make it stop. Perhaps the survival self-defense way of poisoning potatoes. I don't know. Ask Spirit for guidance and how to maneuver yourself out of this bad situation. There should be a system where men get instructed how to be spiritually correct in their lives and how to treat us truly as women. I believe there are other planetary motives to why men don't treat us right. It's because their reptilian energies are much larger and they get directed by reptilian entities to put womankind down as an abused secondary class citizen, so they continue to war inside the masculine energy of Mars and leave our planet as a desolate food desert wasteland, like in the movie Mad Max. We have to protect our boys and girls from these reptilian and gray entity order. They've abused our planet far too long. Love and peace reigns on the earth beginning now. For more on the Goddess Manifesto and the continuation of the Metamorphosis Saga, Lessons of Forgiveness, a Sparrow-Hawk Journey of past life experiences, adventures into the future, transforming the soul. Just join me at joyclarion.weebly.com, the link provided below, and access your free download copy and read its entirety. I promise nothing but spiritual, truthful, sage knowledge for your soul's nourishment. Thank you. And may the Goddess bless and the God protect you. Amen.